That moment is rarely just attraction. It's often something far deeper, far more complex, and far more powerful. And if you fail to recognize what is truly happening in that silent exchange, you're not just missing a signal. You're missing an entire emotional doorway that very few men ever learn how to walk through. Stay with me, because what I'm about to explain will completely change the way you understand eye contact, attraction, and emotional connection between men and women. Most guys believe eye contact is simple. She looks at you. You look back. Maybe she likes you, maybe she doesn't. End of story. Most guys believe eye contact is simple. She looks at you. You look back. Maybe she likes you, maybe she doesn't. End of story. But the reality is much deeper than that. Her eyes are communicating on multiple emotional and psychological levels at the same time. We're talking about hidden emotional signals, subconscious testing, vulnerability checks, and emotional risk assessments happening in real time, all within a few seconds. And the men who truly understand this language, they don't just attract attention, they create emotional gravity. They build trust without forcing it. They create connections that feel effortless, natural, and unforgettable. Today, I'm going to break down the real psychology behind female eye contact. And trust me, once you understand this, you will never look at attraction the same way again. And real quick, if you enjoy learning deep psychology, relationship dynamics, and emotional intelligence that most people never talk about, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because this channel is built for people who want to understand human behavior on a powerful level. Now let's continue. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth most men never hear. When a woman makes direct eye contact with you, she is not simply observing you physically. She is not just thinking, is he attractive? She is scanning you emotionally. Think of it like a silent diagnostic test. Her subconscious mind is evaluating emotional safety, stability, awareness, and whether you are capable of handling emotional depth. Women, through experience, often learn that showing their true emotions too quickly can lead to disappointment, rejection, or emotional harm. So they develop protective layers. They guard their emotions carefully. But here's the part most people don't realize. The eyes are one of the few emotional windows that are extremely difficult to fully control, even when her body language is reserved, even when her words are casual, even when she appears confident or distant, her eyes often reveal emotional truth. When her gaze meets yours, there is often a silent question being asked: are you someone safe enough to see the real me? And this is exactly where most men unknowingly fail. They become nervous. They immediately look away. They overreact with jokes. They rush into forced conversation. They try to perform. They try to impress. But in that exact moment, those reactions silently communicate one message: you are uncomfortable with emotional intensity. And once that message is delivered, the emotional door begins to close. If this insight is already opening your mind, make sure you subscribe right now, because we're only scratching the surface, and upcoming videos go even deeper into hidden psychological attraction signals most men never learn. Now let's talk about what is actually happening psychologically during sustained eye contact. When a woman holds eye contact longer than normal, she is not playing games. She is conducting emotional evaluation. There is a massive difference between playful flirting and subconscious emotional testing. She is observing your emotional regulation. She is asking, can you remain calm under emotional pressure? Can you stay present in silence? Can you handle vulnerability without becoming awkward or defensive? Most importantly, can you see her as a full emotional human being, not just someone you are trying to impress or win over? Here is a powerful truth about vulnerability. Vulnerability terrifies many women, not because they are weak, but because vulnerability requires trust. And trust is built slowly, often after past emotional experiences taught them to protect themselves. Direct eye contact often represents a tiny crack in those emotional defenses. It's her subconscious quietly saying, I'm curious, but I'm cautious. Now let's talk about micro expressions, because this is where things become incredibly fascinating. Watch closely, and you may notice tiny changes: a slight softening around her eyes, pupils expanding slightly, a quick glance away followed by another glance back, a microsecond expression of nervousness mixed with curiosity. Every tiny shift is emotional data. Her eyes can simultaneously communicate interest, fear, hope, emotional curiosity, and cautious excitement, all without her saying a single word. And the man who understands this language is already emotionally ahead of most men she has ever met. Now, let me break down specific types of eye contact and what they often represent. First, the hesitant glance. She looks at you, quickly looks away, then looks again. Many men misinterpret this as lack of interest, but often it represents internal emotional conflict. She is curious, but unsure whether it is safe to express that curiosity. The best response here is calm stability, not chasing her gaze aggressively, not avoiding it either, just grounded, relaxed presence. Second, the lingering look. This is when her eyes stay connected slightly longer than normal social behavior allows. This is usually evaluation mode. She is observing emotional composure, confidence, and authenticity. This is not casual flirting. This is subconscious emotional investigation. Third, the steady lock. This is powerful. This is when eye contact becomes stable, direct, and emotionally intense. This often means she is showing emotional bravery. She is allowing you to see something deeper. And how you respond in this moment can either strengthen emotional attraction or shut it down instantly. Nervous reaction, she withdraws. Arrogant overconfidence, she withdraws. But calm emotional grounding creates emotional safety. Now, here's something that may surprise you. Her eyes can show excitement she is afraid to verbalize, anxiety she is trying to hide, and curiosity about whether you are emotionally different from others she has experienced. Let's now talk about the most common mistakes men make during these moments. Mistake number 1, breaking eye contact too quickly. When you immediately look away, it often signals discomfort with emotional connection. It can suggest insecurity or lack of emotional confidence. Mistake number 2, filling silence with unnecessary words. That quiet moment when eye contact exists is not awkward. That silence is often where emotional communication happens most powerfully. Mistake number 3, assuming it is purely physical attraction. Yes, attraction can exist, but emotional safety and psychological connection often matter far more. If you're learning something new right now, take 1 second, hit like, and comment below. Eye contact is deeper than I thought. I love seeing how these insights impact you, and it helps this channel reach more people who need to understand emotional intelligence. Now let's move into what you should actually do when these moments happen. Step 1. Remain present. Relax your breathing. Keep your posture natural. Avoid fidgeting. Emotional calmness communicates strength and safety without saying a word. Step 2. Subtle mirroring. Slightly soften your own facial expression, maybe a gentle nod. Small emotional acknowledgement signals that you are emotionally aware without appearing forced. Step 3. Respect emotional pacing. Do not rush into deeper conversation prematurely. Emotional connection grows stronger when it feels natural rather than pressured. Step 4. Communicate safety through body language, relaxed shoulders, gentle eye warmth, calm presence. These signals subconsciously tell her that emotional expression will not be judged or exploited. Here is a truth most men never fully grasp. She does not need you to solve her emotions. She does not need clever lines. She does not need performance. She needs emotional safety. That's it. Now let's go even deeper. When a woman maintains strong eye contact, she may be revealing emotional layers she rarely shares openly. We're talking about hidden fears, emotional hopes, past disappointments, desire for connection, and curiosity about emotional compatibility. What she often seeks in that moment is not validation of beauty, but validation that her emotional world is acceptable. This is why deep eye contact creates powerful emotional bonding when handled correctly. It creates a feeling of being truly seen, not just observed. And being truly seen is one of the strongest emotional experiences a human being can feel. The tiny emotional flickers in her eyes, moments of warmth, flashes of uncertainty, excitement she tries to control. These are rarely intentional. They are authentic emotional signals. When you respond with respect rather than exploitation, you demonstrate rare emotional maturity. Here is what separates ordinary men from emotionally exceptional men. Ordinary men see eye contact and immediately think about themselves. Does she like me? What should I say? How do I impress her? Exceptional men see eye contact as emotional dialogue. They observe, they listen silently, they respond emotionally rather than react impulsively. They understand that her gaze is a language, a complex emotional conversation happening without words. The strongest men emotionally are not the loudest, not the most dominant, not the most impressive performers. They are the ones who can hold emotional space, who stay calm when vulnerability appears, who listen through presence rather than speech, because here is the ultimate truth. Many women are not simply looking for attraction or status. They are searching for emotional safety, someone who will not disappear when emotions become complex, someone capable of emotional depth. When you learn to understand her gaze, you become more than just another man she met. You become emotional stability. You become emotional safety. And that is where genuine intimacy begins. If you've stayed with me this long, it tells me you truly care about understanding human connection on a deeper level. That means you are exactly the kind of person this channel is built for. So go ahead, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join this community where we break down real psychological attraction and emotional intelligence strategies that actually change relationships. Also, comment below and tell me your biggest takeaway from this video. I personally read comments and love seeing your experiences and thoughts. Before you leave, remember this. The next time a woman locks eyes with you, do not treat it as casual. Do not treat it as simple attraction. Recognize it as an invitation to observe her hidden emotional world, a subconscious test of emotional strength, a silent question asking whether you are capable of trust. Watch the micro expressions, respect the silence, stay emotionally grounded, show safety through presence rather than words. This is how surface conversations transform into deep emotional bonds. This is how unforgettable connections begin. This is how emotional intelligence changes your entire relationship experience. The power is not in talking more. The power is in observing more. The magic is not in impressing. The magic is in understanding. And the connection you seek often begins the moment you truly learn to see what her eyes are trying to say. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to understand emotional connection on a deeper level. I'll see you in the next video. Next.